Appreciate it. We're going to get started right away. Thanks so much.
Can also the members of Nicole and the rest of the DOT please join us here too? You know, BP and Commissioner, we are the face and take credit, but behind us is the men and women, you know, who are doing so many great jobs, and they're going to be the one, you know, following up, you know, not only following up, they've been here from the beginning. And I appreciate, you know, from both ends, our staff of both, you know, our Queens Board Office, Queens Board President team, and we at DOT. When we come and announce this type of project, this is happening, you know, at a time where New York City DOT is the largest transportation department that any city have. And yes, we're ready to take any heat when we are not able to accomplish everything, but being here today with this announcement is another reason why we wake up every day, you know, being so happy of the work that we do, reimagining the use of our public space, and planning not for 1950, but for 2050. This is about the present and the future generation. On behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, I want to welcome everyone here. This is not a highway, this is a street. But for many drivers, as someone that also used to drive a taxi, when I was in college, I know that when we drove through Grand Concourse or Queens Boulevard, for many people was we were invited to drive, you know, so fast as we are in the FDR and Hudson River Drive. And we want to remind everyone that, again, Conduit is not a highway. This is a local street. And we, New York City street, there's a 25 mile per hour unless we indicate something different. And that's, you know, the fact that many drivers, you know, they drive here as they are in the highway, put this area as the one that get the higher numbers of a speed camera in the whole city of New York. So definitely we have done a lot of work. This is only possible because we work in partnership with leaders such as Donovan Richard, with the person that we served together when we were a council member, and now he had the big responsibility to be the president of this great board, and myself now as a commissioner of DOT. So on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, we want to welcome everyone here and thank you for the great work that everyone is doing, reimagining the use of public space, administering 26 miles of our street, 26% of our streets in New York City is under our agency. So we take this work very seriously, and that's why in these 3 years and 4 months, we have built a 1.5 square foot of public spaces, of pedestrian spaces, and this is going to be another area. We have seen the way the highway divide our community and along the Conduit, even though this expressway was never built as a highway. We still know this corridor is a barrier for New Yorkers on either side. No one is invited to walk and enjoy this wide area of green space that we have here because it's not safe. And that's why this also is included as what is the potential that we see when we're going to be inviting the community to bring their feedback and input on what they would like to see happening. Still, people will put their lives at risk to cross here and in many other places along the Conduit. We know that there's been already some residents, as my team been here, being approached and receiving our thank you for the work that we did as we built this area. This was not here before. And as a resident of this area, now they can cross in a safe way. This is what we would like to invite residents on both sides of the Conduit Avenue to come being part of this process. In the past 5 years on the Conduit between Atlantic Avenue and Letters Boulevard, there have been more than 40 severe injuries and 5 traffic deaths. Heavy through traffic and limited pedestrian infrastructure leaves community members with few options for safe travel along and across of our roadway. A speed camera along Conduit, as I said before, consistently log the highest number of speed violation of any location in our city. The evidence is mounting that New Yorkers need a redesign that reduces instances of reckless driving behavior and provide safer travel routes for all. Brooklyn and Queens residents deserve a condo boulevard that improves daily life, not a roadway that puts pedestrians and drivers at risk and physically divided entire neighborhoods. And starting next month, you will have the opportunity to do that. I'm excited to announce today, together with Ydanis Rodriguez, the Queens Board President, that New York City DOT is kicking off the planning process to redesign the conduit. Join us this month of a series of community workshops to share your thoughts on the future of the conduit. We would like to thank OMB for the great job that they did for putting the resources on us in order to do the work. This is just the beginning, and New Yorkers will have a say in how we transform this roadway into a safer, healthier corridor that serves all New Yorkers on all motor transportation. En 1 minute en español. Hoy estamos aquí a nombre del alcalde de Redesign, dando las gracias al presidente del condado de Queens, Ydanis Rodriguez, y todas las comunidades que quieren una área de conduit que lo unifique, que le dé la oportunidad de ellos poder cruzar de un lado a otro siendo más seguros. Esto estamos hablando de 3 millas, donde el equipo tanto de nosotros del Departamento de Transportación, en coordinación con la oficina del presidente de Queens, vamos a estar invitando a la comunidad a que sea parte de un proceso de venir a dar su opinión sobre cómo ellos quieren reimaginarse esta área. This is the third big community engagement process that we are doing it today in different parts of the city. We already did the reimagining the crossroads that kicked off a month ago, already went through all those phases, and already the community were able to design the idea, the plan of what they would like to see in the crossroads as they would like to reimagine the crossroads. We also did the same thing, reimagining a greenway from Van Cortlandt Park to Randall's Island, and now is our time to be here with Queens Board President Ydanis Rodriguez.
Thank you. Thank you, Ydanis. Let's give it up for Ydanis Rodriguez. We really are making substantial progress across this borough, working collectively together. It's good to have a former colleague who understands how critical it is for us to have safer streets and to invest in our infrastructure. And, of course, to our Queens Commissioner, Nicole Garcia, who I've known before she was a commissioner, but really want to thank y'all for your partnership. It's a great day for Queens. And this has been a long time coming, hasn't it? And for all these 42 years, the Conduit has been nothing short but a disaster. Every day, tens of thousands of New Yorkers and visitors alike use this road to get home to work, to school, and beyond. But the current state of the Conduit falls significantly short of meeting the needs of drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians alike. It's confusing, it's poorly designed, as we can see, and we know the lack of sufficient pedestrian and bike infrastructure makes it even more dangerous for the neighbors of Queens and Brooklyn. According to the city's own stats, there were 879 crashes along the Conduit corridor in 2024. Let me say that again. 879 crashes along the Conduit reported in 2024. In those crashes, 726 people were injured, and too many lives have been lost here, as well as Ydanis mentioned. So far this year, there have been 320 crashes, resulting in 233 injuries and 3 deaths. Too many deaths. If that doesn't make clear the urgency, we must move within redesigning the Conduit. Nothing will. Now, we've made some progress. In December 2023, we redesigned the intersection of North Conduit Avenue and 79th Street in Ozone Park, making that part of the roadway faster. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. We need a wholesale redesign of the Conduit. And finally, after years of advocacy, I'm proud to say, working along with Commissioner Rodriguez and Commissioner Garcia, that a study to do that is finally underway. So if you live in Southeast Queens or East Brooklyn, we want to hear from you on what you want to see during this study. And like any major plan of this magnitude, we want it to be community-centered and community-led. When public workshops begin in the near future, we need everyone with invested interest to be here to help us redesign this major roadway. Because we can't keep sitting around while lives are lost. So come be a part of the solution. I'm trying to do just that with my budget. We put $8.3 million into street safety improvements during my first term, including $1 million for Northern Boulevard and $1 million for Utopia Parkway in Bayswater and the Rockaways. And for Springfield Gardens, we put $500,000 this year into reconstructing and resurfacing streets along the south of the conduit as well. More details, of course, are coming on those projects soon, and I'll have some exciting announcements for this upcoming budget year as well. I've funded every single project that DOT has pretty much requested of me this year, so we're going to make a lot more progress in making our streets safer. At the end of the day, we need everyone here to step up and play their part in making our streets safer. That's agencies, elected officials, and residents. Together, we can create a safer conduit and a roadmap for the future for Queens and Brooklyn residents. Thank you so much, Commissioner. We're going to get this done. Let's go.
Anyone has any question?